I'm going to do a strategy today for someone that's looking to maybe borrow some money off their principal residence to purchase their first rental property. You know, real estate investing is a good way to build some wealth through real estate and generate some income and take advantage of some of the equity that you've built up in your home. So I'm going to break this all down step by step. And by the end, you're going to see how this approach can significantly build their real estate wealth over 12 to 15 years. Okay. So part one's pretty straightforward. We're going to refinance coming up on renewal their mortgage on their principal residence. Their current mortgage is $220,000. Their property's worth about $800,000, and they're going to do a refinance for about $370K. That's going to leave them with $150,000 to use for a down payment to buy that duplex. Okay, the monthly mortgage payment now is going to be $2,247.69. So the rate they chose was a variable rate. They're trying to take advantage of the declining rate environment we're in right now, and so they're going to refinance their principal residence mortgage, and they're going to use a variable rate to do it. So the next part is buying that actual property. So in this case here, they're going to use that $150,000 down payment to purchase a duplex for $750,000. So their mortgage now is going to be $600,000 on the duplex, and they also are going to go with a variable rate as well. So their monthly payment on that is going to be $3,438. So they've done some research, they worked with a realtor, they figured out that the market rents that they could probably get for the basement is roughly $1,800, for the main floor is roughly $2,300, and there's also a detached garage in the back that they could convert to an additional dwelling unit down the road and get rental income from that as well. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to talk about really accelerating this strategy, paying down the mortgage faster and saving a ton on interest. And first we'll start off with talking about what we're going to do with the purchase. So the purchase mortgage, what we're going to do is we're going to add 15% extra. That's $515 each month. And that's going to shave off about 8 years off the mortgage and save them about $194,000. But we're going to accelerate that even more, because we're going to put down $10,000 towards principal every year on the anniversary payment, and that's going to cut 14 years off the mortgage and save an incredible $341,912 approximately in interest. So that is awesome, right? That's the power of using your prepayment privileges. So now that we've talked about the purchase, now let's move over to that refinance, okay? Here's where the strategy is going to get really interesting, because instead of paying the rental property mortgages directly from that rental income, they're going to redirect that rental income to pay the principal mortgage first, maximizing all their prepayment privileges. But then they're going to withdraw the money from their home equity line of credit and borrow it basically from that HELOC and pay their mortgage payments. So speaking with most accountants, you'll need to speak with an accountant too. This approach could potentially make your interest that you pay tax deductible. But what it's really doing is it's accelerating the pay down on that principal residence first, right? By maxing out those prepayment privileges. So this approach on the principal residence refinance is going to allow them to shave 12 years off their mortgage and save approximately $170,000 in interest. That's pretty spectacular. So where are these folks going to be in 12 years? So first of all, in 12 years, they're going to have a principal residence that's mortgage free. So that'll be paid off. And though with using 3% annual appreciation, their principal residence home should be worth about $1.1 million. So pretty good growth there. So that covers off the principal residence, but what about the rental property? So in 15 years and 7 months, these folks are going to have their rental property free and clear, so mortgages paid off. This means they're going to own 2 properties outright with no mortgage debt and a real estate portfolio that's still growing in huge value. They're also going to be able to capture some of that income that's coming from the rental property now, because they're not making any mortgage payments. So they're just covering the regular expenses with the rental property. So in summary, this strategy allows them to use the equity in their home to purchase a high income rental property while maximizing tax efficiency and paying down their mortgage faster. So in 12 years, their principal residence will be paid off, and over 15 years, the rental property will be paid off too. And by then, they'll own 2 properties worth $2.37 million that are mortgage free, all while generating rental income and building long-term wealth. So that's the power of a well thought out real estate strategy. So if you're looking to explore something similar, or if you have questions about how to get started and you want to talk about mortgage options, please reach out. Bye for now.